Well, good morning, Gateway Church. I am Pastor Drew. Today is August 7th, and our daily soap for today comes from Psalms chapters 119, pretty much the second half of that very, very long chapter. And then we also have Psalms 120 through 122. But for this morning, for our daily soap video, I want to focus on that last chapter, chapters 122. And what it is, it's a psalm of David. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you this morning. It says, I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. And now here we are, standing inside your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a well-built city. Its seamless walls cannot be breached. All the tribes of Israel, the Lord's people, make their pilgrimage here. They come to give thanks to the name of the Lord as the law requires of Israel. Here stand the thrones where judgment is given, the thrones of the dynasty of David. Pray for peace in Jerusalem. May all who love this city prosper. O Jerusalem, may there be peace within your walls and prosperity in your palaces. For the sake of my family and friends, I will say, may you have peace. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek what is best for you, O Jerusalem. And so this morning I have a study Bible here in front of me with me. And before this psalm starts, it has a little theme line explaining a little bit about what the theme of this psalm is. And it says something kind of interesting that I want to look at this morning. And it says, what Jerusalem was for the Israelites, the church is to the believer now, today, here. So it's kind of interesting. You can almost, if you were to reread this psalm over again, in some areas, or most areas, you could replace the word Jerusalem with church. Now in verse 3 it says, Jerusalem is a well-built city. There it obviously doesn't work. If we were to say the church is a well-built city, well, the church is not a city. It's a building inside of a city, right? So some places it works, but really I want to focus on verses 6 through 9, where it says, pray for peace in Jerusalem. If we replace that and read that again, pray for peace in church. Pray for peace in our churches. May all who love this church prosper. O Jerusalem, or we could read it again and say, O church, may there be peace within your walls and prosperity in your palaces or your homes of the people who attend the church. For the sake of my family and friends, I will say, may you have peace. Now I want to make an interesting note here that David in this psalm doesn't say, for the sake of myself. He was unselfish in his thoughts and his thinking, and he said, may, for the sake of my family and my friends, I will say, may you have peace. And church this morning, Gateway Church, what are we doing to make sure that we are praying for people in our churches, saying, hey, may you have peace in your family, in your friends? Because sometimes we often can get so caught up in our situations and our struggles that we forget to pray for other people. We forget that other people may be going through this same exact thing that we're going through, and they need prayer too. They need to know that they are loved and that we are praying for them. And then look what it says in verse 9, for the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek what is best for you, O Jerusalem, or O church. What is it that you are seeking for the church? Are you seeking what is best? Are you praying that there may be peace? And when I say peace, I don't just mean peace in a way that is absence of conflict, meaning peace. I have a little note in the study Bible that says peace means completeness or health or maybe even justice or a faith or protection or prosperity, not just an absence of conflict. And so I want to encourage us this morning, are we seeking what is best for the church? Not just our church, Gateway Church, but the church as a whole, where all believers are a part of and we all reign in and we're all part of. And so I hope that encourages you this morning. What is it you seek? How can we be praying for the people in our churches, to bless them, to love them, to let them know that they are loved and cared for them, that we see them and we're with them, walking with them in this life, in this crazy season. So hope that blesses you guys. We'll talk to y'all later. God bless you.